The Samsung Galaxy S26 series has become one of the most talked about smartphone launches in recent memory. Rumors, leaks, insider tips. By now you'd think everything about the S26 lineup was already revealed. But here's the twist. Samsung might not be done surprising us. Police Scarlight, according to fresh reports, Samsung could be adding a Galaxy S26 Plus to the family, something nobody saw coming. Why is this such a big deal? Because just a few months ago, multiple leaks suggested Samsung had killed off the Plus model for good. Now, the S26 lineup could potentially feature 4 different flagships. The Galaxy S26 Pro, the Galaxy S26 Edge, the Galaxy S26 Ultra, and yes, the Galaxy S26 Plus. That's right, the Plus might be making a comeback. But should it? Let's dive into the full story, because the decision goes much deeper than you think. Chart decreasing the Galaxy S25 Edge, a risk that didn't pay off. To understand this move, we need to look back at what happened with the Galaxy S25 Edge. Samsung tried something bold, an ultra-thin design, a 6.7-inch display, and a futuristic look. It was supposed to stand out. But here's the problem, it didn't sell. In fact, Korean analysts went as far as calling it a flop. Even with heavy discounts and aggressive marketing in big markets like the US, the phone simply didn't click with buyers. Production numbers tell the whole story. Galaxy S25 Edge, only about 300,000 units produced. Galaxy S25, 2.9 million units. Galaxy S25 Ultra, 3.4 million units. Galaxy S25 Plus, 500,000 units. Clearly, the Edge lagged far behind, while the Plus still performed better despite Samsung's attempt to phase it out. So this raises a critical question. Why replace a phone people actually liked with one that didn't take off? Magnifying glass tilted left, the mystery of the Galaxy S26 lineup. Insiders claim Samsung has already assigned internal code names to the S26 series. The S26 Pro is M1. The S26 Edge is M2. The S26 Ultra is M3. And the S26 Plus is M+. But here's where things get tricky. Reports suggest Samsung might not release all 4 devices. At least one could still get cancelled. And if that happens, the Edge seems like the most vulnerable candidate. Why? Because sales don't lie. Consumers clearly showed more interest in the Plus. Cross swords, the real battle, Edge versus Plus. If both the S26 Edge and S26 Plus hit the shelves, Samsung faces a big challenge. How to differentiate them. The Edge will likely keep its thin, stylish profile. That's its identity. But is that enough? If it overlaps too much with the Plus in terms of specs and pricing, customers may get confused. The Plus, on the other hand, can't just be a safe, recycled design. If Samsung repeats the formula from the S25 Plus with only minor upgrades, it risks fading into the background. So what happens then? Buyers may turn away from both, leaving only the Ultra as the real flagship. Mobile phone, the state of the Galaxy S26 family. Looking at the bigger picture, the Galaxy S26 lineup feels a bit messy right now. The S26 Pro doesn't seem to bring major upgrades over the S25. The S26 Edge lost some rumored advantages like a bigger battery. The S26 Ultra, while still the powerhouse, is rumored to introduce design changes that some fans already dislike. This creates an important debate. Is Samsung spreading itself too thin? By making too many variations, it risks offering smaller, less meaningful upgrades across all models. Some fans argue they'd rather see fewer phones with bigger improvements, instead of multiple models that feel almost identical. Direct hit Samsung strategy, more options, more buyers. But here's the thing. Samsung's entire strategy has always been about giving customers choices. The Pro for mainstream flagship users. The Edge for design lovers. The Plus for those who want balance between performance and price. The Ultra for users who want the absolute best. If Samsung can clearly separate these models, then a 4-device lineup makes sense. But if not, it risks creating confusion. and maybe even frustration for buyers. Counterclockwise arrows button, why the Plus is coming back. The rumored return of the Galaxy S26 Plus is proof that Samsung listens to market feedback. The failure of the Edge and the steady demand for the Plus clearly pushed the company to reconsider. Instead of abandoning the Plus forever, Samsung might be reviving it to keep its loyal customers happy. Hourglass not done? What happens next? As we move closer to early 2026, more leaks will reveal the final shape of the Galaxy S26 series. Will we see all four models, Pro, Edge, Ultra, and Plus? Or will Samsung quietly cancel one before launch? And if both the Edge and Plus survive, the next big question is, how will Samsung make them different enough to both succeed? One thing is certain, this is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable Galaxy S launches